Okay, go. Go. Free. Open.
These rocks have been very dull and boring now.
Oh,
It's like they ran out of ideas.
that's cool though.
It's cool, yeah, but it's like brown.
But it's shiny.
Okay, fine. They're all shiny.
Well, there we go. It's like it doesn't want to focus on it. I think this rock looks really neat.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like
That's not what I
fossilized
said.
wood.
I just
You said they were boring.
I just said that it was dull.
Dull and
Like
boring.
dull colors.
Yeah, you said they were dull and boring. I heard you. I heard your words.
I said a lot of rocks have been dull and boring.
Okay. Sorry. We'll find something else for you for next year.
This one is definitely dull, but it's not boring.
Okay.
Because of the colors, you know.
Yeah.
There it is, 22. I'm guessing this one is not. Oh, yep, not a sticker. Okay. Oh, this is precious.
Oh
Things
my
Joshua
goodness.
destroys, will be presenting him with a flower. I think it's a poppy. Yeah, that's what they give you.
It's a golem.
Mm-hmm. When they're happy with you,
So
they
cute.
give you and other villagers flowers.
I didn't know that.
After like a raid, they'll give other villagers flowers, and then they'll give you a flower.
That's nice. They're so sweet.
They are. They will destroy you if you hurt their friends, but if you save their friends, they give you presents.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
don't know how this is Christmassy, but I mean, it's adorable, so.
I think it's just part of the scene. You could say he's giving you a poinsettia.
What's that?
A Christmas flower that's red.
Whoa. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this one goes up.
Okay. Oh, you have a special Christmas Day gift for yours?
What?
You must have a special Christmas Day gift in yours.
Hey, Gio.
Ooh.
This is a new type. I think I have
Oh.
this one.
Yeah, I think you've got something similar to that. Doesn't want to focus. Okay. Oh, hey, can you put your quartz point
Yeah,
in
it
your
is
bag
very-
too?
Yeah, it is very reflective.
Okay. Pretty cool.
Let's see. Did Meg want to do Advents?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this guy is a iron golem. He can be dating,
I like that he had a little flower.
they can be dating this guy.
Okay. Super
Okay.
fun.
And let's see what I have as a
There you go.
So close, only 3 more days until Christmas.
I know. It's wild.
Stay in time, stay in time.
I love your stay in a chive dance.
Stay in time, stay in time. Do not cut that part out, but you can turn off the music, the sound.
Hi all. It is December 22nd. This is the first time I'm talking. The kids did open their Advents this morning. I went to a happy hour yesterday and actually went later than I expected because they had Christmas trivia. And I learned that I have deep in my brain a well of 1970s Christmas claymation. That was what I contributed to the group. And random knowledge of musicals and Christmas carols. I don't know. But it was fun. I had like a giant pretzel and 2 of their peanut butter stouts, which are really good. And I brought home some hot cocoa cookies for the kids to enjoy today. I'm also drinking the hot cocoa tea. This is the other half of it that I have from my advent calendar. I do think I also have some of that in the basement. I think. I know I did at one time. It's a really good one. I just finished cutting out the rest of the pajamas, and I think I have about 3.5 yards left, maybe 4 yards left. So my instinct to get more was the right one, because if I want to make a shirt for Josh, I think I'm going to need like 1.5 yards, and then I would have, you know, just some extra for the pillowcase I was talking about wanting to do, and yeah, maybe some extra like normal size pillowcases for our bed. So yeah, I don't think I overbought, which is great. I don't like to have lots and lots of extra fabric left. But I also didn't want to run out because I can't guarantee that Affordable Fabrics would have more, because they did get in like one shipment. But one of the reasons that their fabric is cheap is because they're getting in just kind of whatever. And so when it's gone, it's usually just gone. So hopefully I can sew, excuse me, 1 or 2 pairs of pants this afternoon. I basically just have 2 meetings. I think I have one at like 11:30, and then I have one at 1 maybe. 2:30. Yeah, so I have one at 12:30 and one at 2:30. And then I'm going to basically be done for the day. And then I'm off until the new year, which is nice. I'll still have to check email, of course, but I won't have to be like sitting at my computer working. It'll just be making sure that no emergencies came up. So yeah, that should be nice. And the kids will be on break next week. So this is probably my next to last recording because I was 1 day ahead. So I would just record on the 23rd. Maybe I'll record a little bit for the 24th and just like add that in to the footage from the 23rd. That probably makes sense. But yeah, I'm sure it's getting a little repetitive for all of you because I don't really have much that I do. Maybe later today, I was thinking I might look at my stash and kind of prep a few projects that I want to do next year and just kind of get the yarn. God, I'm thinking fabric because I'm sewing brain. Get the yarn and the pattern together, maybe wind it up if it's not already wound up. I definitely am going to wind up the yarn for the Christmas Eve cast on the saltier tee that I want to make, but I guess it would be a saltier sweater since it's going to have long sleeves. And yeah, that'll give me something at least a little bit different to show you guys. Other content, if you're still watching at this point. I have some Vlogmases that I need to catch up on. And yeah, I'm probably going to do that while I'm working today between my 2 meetings. I'll just have some Vlogmases on in the background so that I can hear what other people are up to. All right. Behold! I figured I would like clean off everything so it's kind of all over the place, spread out here. But this is all the sewing stuff. So these are all the scraps that are left. Some of them are definitely going to be usable. Some of them maybe I'll look at and figure out what I want to do with them. Yeah, I don't know yet. But there's a lot of usable material there. So anyway, talking about what projects I want to do for next year, I thought we would start with my table, which I've been wanting to clean it off anyway so that I can put some shelves inside of it. So one of my friends, goes to Cape Cod pretty regularly, and so she brought back some shells from Cape Cod, which I'm now trying to find. Here we go. A bunch of shells from Cape Cod. And I have in here, these are shells I've collected from Hammonasset Beach. And also like some various rocks that I've collected from there and some sea glass. So I thought what I would do is I would kind of move my sea glass over and add them in here. And I also have a little feather from a cardinal that we found in the yard. So it's just kind of my little found things box. I also have the light that broke off of these acorn lights. Not that I'm ever going to put it back on, so I don't really know why I'm keeping that. But anyway, I'm going to add them in here. I don't want them to cover up my teeny tiny shells because I have these. I'm obsessed with finding really the most tiny, perfect shell I can. So you can see, like, some of these are so small, but they're amazingly intact. So I just sit there when we go to the beach and I pick through to find the teeniest, tiniest, most perfect shell. It's my obsession. I don't know. There's an even tinier one here. This one's even smaller and even more beautiful. I mean, it's amazing, right? That it can be so small and yet so perfect. All right. So I also need to change out my batteries while I'm in here for these twinkle lights because they don't light up right now because they are out of battery. Whew. So in here I have kind of stuff I queued up last year, and I'm not certain that these are the things that I actually want to work on at this point. So I thought maybe I would swap some stuff out. So just to talk through what is here. This is my Moonstone Dye Works section. I do have, I think, 2 more skeins from Tommy. I've really used up her yarn kind of as fast as I brought it in, and then she stopped dyeing yarn for a while, or dyed very, very small batches after she had her baby, which, you know, completely understandable. This is my last one from Shauna. This is Pop-Tarts. And originally I was going to do it as a sweater with the Vicious Trollop colorway, but I am instead using that as a Pine Creek crop, so I don't have that available now. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. It's just kind of sitting here because I had wound it up for that. This is some really old Patton's Croy that I need to knit up. So I am going to leave that here because I want to make socks out of it. And this is some Felici. I think this is Tea Party. And this is Felici and Sunset. The reason this one's in here is because Ada ate the label off of it when she first joined us. So it's just here to keep it corralled a little bit. This is Sandy Claus and Tannenbaum from Plies and Hellhounds, but it was when she was still Once Upon a Corgi. Let me come down here. Okay, now I'm squatting. This will be easier. So I was going to do a Stria cardigan with this and this as the contrasting stripe. I just have not felt like doing that yet because it will require me to learn a new stitch. I have to gauge swatch, and I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood for a cardigan. Probably because I'm working on a giant man cardigan. But that is my plan for these. And I think it'll be really cool looking. Yeah. These are going to be a Pagan Sky, which I started this year for my birthday, cast on, and haven't touched it because I want to use jacquard knitting, which is kind of an alternate way to do color work if the areas between the color work portions are too large to do like traditional floats and you don't want to catch the yarn because it's such high contrast. it's another way to do it. And I thought that would be a really good sweater to do it with. I fixed the chart to add in the jacquard floats because you have to kind of do them with like a yarn over, and then you keep working that additional stitch. It is like a float, but it's catching it on the back of the work, so you end up with these like columns of knitted stitches on the back in the contrast color. Again, I just didn't have the brain power for that yet, so whatever. This was going to be a mud season sweater. This is like a bulky weight yarn. I got it from a stash dive for my mom's knitting group. So it's just going to be striped in some sort of configuration. Probably going to put this between these because I don't want orange and black together. I think that'll make it look too Halloween-y. But I kind of need to figure out like what's the stripe order I want. That's why I haven't done that one. This is going to be a sweater number 12. And this will be the main body color. And then I'm going to do, stripes alternating of the rainbow. So I guess it would go like this. But again, just haven't done it yet. I started that sweater with fingering weight yarn, and then I realized that's ridiculous. It actually needs the DK weight. Then this one is going to be a cardigan. So it is Nightmares plus 10 on Gabby's fig lace and her ginger base. Again, I got this before she did her rebranding, so I've had it for a while at this point. This is the pattern underneath of it that I want to make. I forget what the name of this cardigan is, but it's a really nice Rosa. It's the Rosa cardigan. So you can see it's just got this little lace detailing on the raglan increases, and it has this nice like ribbing, and it's a V-neck. I just think it'll be really, really pretty as black. It calls for DK, so I think holding, fingering, and mohair doubles should get me there. I think this will be a really versatile cardigan. I do want to cast this on soon. If I like this cardigan, and I like the pattern enough to knit it twice, I also want to make one in my Sorcière DK quantity that I have from Gabby. It's like a deep, rich wine color. So we'll see how this goes, because this was the first one, and I do want and need a black cardigan. I don't have any right now. I gave my like commercial bought ones to Megwin. So I need to make one. This is a custom order that I got from Gabby. That's the Destroyer of Worlds colorway. This was from her Destroyer or Devourer? Devourer of Worlds. This is from her Throne of Glass Advent from last year. Not last year? Nope, 2 years ago. Just kidding. And again, I don't know what I want to make with it, but I just really loved the mini, and so I asked her to dye me a sweater's quantity on Sparkle because the mini was on Sparkle, and she wasn't carrying it on Sparkle, but she did do that for me. So that is that. And then this is a sweater's quantity of leather bound on her chonky base. I think this is going to be, I don't know what that's going to be. Never mind. I lie. I was going to say the Hot Dish cardigan by Larkspur Knits, but I think I'm going to make that out of the oatmeal color one that I have here. This is going to be the Hot Dish cardigan, and then I'm going to use, this is the Advents from last year as like stripes on the sleeves. So these 3 plus these 2 I want to use to make a dark academia sweater. It's an all over colorwork pattern, so this would be the main color and this would be the contrast color. These that are kind of shoved in here, I want to use to make some kind of like V-neck pullover, but have it be a little bit more fitted. The very V-neck raglan I made, even with like the tons of decreases I did, has a lot of positive ease. So I like the shape of it, but it is giant on me. And I would like it to not be. So I might make one that has like 3/4 sleeves, but is not so big. This is Death herself. I want to make a lighthouse keeper sweater out of that. That's from the Salt and Timber book. So the cover to cover make along from that I want to host next year would be great for that. These two are going to be, shoot, what is that called? Dang it. It's going to be a colorwork mitts pattern. It has like moon symbols and stuff on it, but this is day and night. So these are Crescent City based colorways from the second book. This is going to be a hat. This is Leaf Voter Suppression Behind from Lola Bean Yarn Co. I haven't decided if I'm going to hold it double with this. Leftovers from my pumpkin sweater that I was just talking about, the very V-neck raglan. But I think those would be pretty together and it would make it super warm. So this is the bulky weight. I think if I held it double with that, it'd be a really, really warm hat. Which would be nice for deep winter. And then I want to make this into socks. This is because pumpkin spice. This is all Plies and Hellhounds, by the way. Just so we're good. These are going to be a striped sweater, but I don't know what kind. I feel like I've got a cardigan pattern that would be good with these, and it kind of has a little mini shawl collar, but I can't remember the name of it. So I'm going to have to like search in my pattern library and see if I can find it. This is leftovers from my stripes sweater. That's the Crow Moon. I'm sort of thinking about making a blanket with all my moon yarn. But I'm not completely sold on that idea yet. So Gabby's making one. Hers is I think a crochet blanket. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about making the culmination blanket with those. But a lot of these are moon yarns in here. Then down in here, this is the rewound yarn I tried to originally make my very V-neck raglan out of. So this is Sea Captain's Widow. There's 3 balls of it down in here somewhere. That I would like to make into not the Estrella sweater. It's one by Meg, Bad Wolf Girl Studios, and it's like got snowflakes all over it. So this would be the main color, and then I'd use like an undyed yarn for the contrast color. I think that would be really pretty. And I think that's kind of enough sweaters for next year because I could only make so many of them in a year. And then I do have this sweaters quantity I bought for Josh at Rhinebeck. I don't know yet what I'm going to make with it for him, but it will be a pullover. It will not be a cardigan, but like a fingering weight pullover, just so that he has something kind of in place of the Henley shirts that he wears that'll be a little bit warmer. But it's, I think, called something Honey. Let me see if I can sneak it out. It's Cece's Wool. Honeybee. Yeah, it's Honeybee. So those are kind of my plans for next year so far. I like to keep myself open to, hey, fancy new pattern came out. I want to cast that on. But I definitely want to knit all of those things I just mentioned. So that is a nice long list. I am going to now put my table back together. I have these pot holders that I use under my plants. These came from Trader Joe's. And they did also have Christmas ones, but I had just bought the autumn ones, and the autumn ones kind of work year round. I think the Christmas ones would be like, okay, sure, I could put them out, but then I'd have to put them away at the end of the season. I did get some of the little felted ball garlands in those colors. So yeah, I don't know. I might rethink that decision and be mad at myself that I didn't do it, but whatever. Oh, now I have fur in my mouth. So yeah, my little nerd planter goes on there wherever I put him. This fern is very dried out, so I'm hoping it recovers. I just like saturated it with water. Let's see if I can pick it up so you can see it. This guy. It's supposed to be like hair, but I love him. He makes me so happy. But I have other plants I could put in there if that fern doesn't recover itself. And then my other plant that goes over here, I'm keeping it off of this table for right now because Josh is working on his sewing project next, and it was kind of draping over the table and hitting the leaves. So I don't want to leave that there for right now. So anyway, I brought out some patterns. I got 2 pom-pom magazines when they were having a free shipping sale. So I want to look at those because I do want to make this cardigan on the cover. I've wanted that one since this issue came out. It's the autumn 2021 issue, and I didn't pick it up. And then it was gone. So I was happy to be able to get it. All right, I gotta go get on a call, but I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm done with work. I did have a meeting, and then I had an impromptu meeting to try to solve an issue. So now I'm officially done. It is really cold in my house, even though I had the override on 65, which is warmer than we normally keep it. I've got my craft room sort of coming back into shape. I've got the table cleaned off, and I used spray so there's not fur and dust all over it, and I opened it up, and now my twinkle lights inside of it work. My twinkle lights inside of it work. So that's nice. I really quickly opened my advents. Everybody's getting ready to come home, so it's going to be chaos. It's always chaos when everybody first gets home, especially today because Megwin has a club after school, so Josh goes to pick up Joshua first and then Megwin, so they are in the car together, and that's like a recipe for disaster. The two of them being in the back seat together. For whatever reason, they always pick at each other. I don't know. So anyway, this is my chromatic yarns for today. It's like a brown, red, and tan skein. Of course, I didn't look at the colorway names, so you're going to get to see me mess with the camera. It is Dusk Hag. So, there's that. These are my 2 minis from Jessica for today. I'm actually working on my Cozy Memories blanket. I have all of my little balls of yarn gathered, well, from the last week and a half, I think, gathered into that little olive wood bowl, and I'm just gonna like sit and knit on it tonight and see how many squares I can get. So I'm hoping to make a nice big width blanket. I would like to get like the full width done so I kind of know how many squares wide it's gonna be. And then I want to stop and weave in the ends, because if I wait, I won't want to do it at the end. I know that. I don't think there's a good way to like magic knot it, because I want a clean break for each square before I start the next square. So I don't want to just like bleed into the next one, because I'm using self-striping. It would look weird. And I'm kind of just going for total chaos. So I'm not caring which one I grab next. It's going to all look like harmonious in total when it's done. And today's tea is called Tinsel Toddy. So I have no idea what that's going to taste like. I don't even know what the flavors are. And I just put the advent calendars back and it's way too far inside. So I'm not going to pull it out. I got some of the mystery skeins from Gabby and those came yesterday. So I had 4 of them, but Ada opened one with her mouth. I think I got footage of it. She was just like nibbling on the edges of them. So multiple of them have like little chew spots, but that one she actually managed to open it. So, ooh, I saw a snowflake. Oh, it'd be nice if we actually got snow instead of we were supposed to get just a lot of rain, which is sort of a bummer. It's like cold enough that it should be able to snow. It's that big Arctic wind, but it's all like going to the south for whatever reason. So it's kind of going to miss New England, I think. I don't know that for sure. I'm not a weatherman. Don't trust me. But I didn't see any warnings for like lots of snow for us. I just saw we had like a wind warning. That's what it was. I think we had a wind advisory. So yeah, I'm going to start back on this blanket now. I got myself a nice cup of coffee in my Yeti mug that I got for Christmas. My VP from work gave them to all of us that are on like the manager team, the leadership team for my division. So, yep, I got that, and this is the first time I'm trying it. It does still feel pretty hot, so that's good. So it's like 3 o'clock and I'm drinking coffee. This is a recipe for me being up all night, but that's okay. Maybe I will stay up and knit a bunch on my blanket because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So I can stay up all night if I want to, like an irresponsible adult. Yeah, and then tomorrow is going to be pajama day. I'm going to have to sew pajamas. I'm going to work on all of the pants first. Probably Joshua's first because his are the easiest. There are no pockets. So I do Joshua's, Megwin's, and then mine and Josh's because ours both are going to have pockets. The kids are not. And then last I will do Joshua's shirt. But yeah, if I could get through all the pants tomorrow, that would be amazing. And I think I can. Like, pants don't have that many seams. Really the hardest part is the elastic casing and the pressing. But my ruler comes tomorrow. I ordered, because I lost my French ruler, I ordered a ruler that's supposed to be heat resistant, and it's like a pressing ruler so that you can see and like your material can stick onto it lightly to press hems. It's amazing. I've always used like those sliding hem measurer thingies, but you have to kind of hold them and then you're trying to pin the hem and burning your fingers. It's a whole thing. So I'm really excited about this new technology that there is. And Josh and I also learned that French curves are based on a Euler curve. If you didn't know, now you know. It's a way to transition from a straight line to a circle in a gradual method. So you can look up a Euler curve and find out for yourself. But he was like, is there some sort of mathematical principle behind a French curve ruler? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but maybe. So yeah, we're both like the kind of people that ask weird questions like that and we want to know. So we looked it up and lo and behold, yes, it is. It is based on a mathematical concept. So there you go. You didn't know, now you know.